He's super. Thanks for asking.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Takara MPG-09 Super Ginrai. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have the big bot himself in both of his modes, Cybertron Commander, MPG-09, all that good stuff. On this side, we have MPG-09. On this side, MPG-09. On top, Transformers MPG. Blah, 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 blah. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, we have some obligatory product shots, this, that, thing, stuff, the other. That's basically it for the packaging. And also included is the collector's card with a nice piece of artwork there of Super Ginrai, and on the back we have some more stuff that I cannot read, and tech specs if that interests you. Hooray for carts. Then moving right along, here we have MPG-09 Super Ginrai, or as he is known in the States, Power Master Optimus Prime. And yeah, here he is in his alt mode. He is packed in alt mode, yay. But yeah, a red and blue truck. Are you shocked? I know I am, but yeah, a pretty nicely done figure here. But let's get in close so we can take a look at the details. We'll start off with the cab section here. So here is the cab, a very primey cab. You can see the front grille done in a nice silver chrome. The front bumper just done in silver paint. You got some yellow in there, silver for the headlights, a little silver stripe there. You got the windshields and windows done in a nice transclearant, like a very dark transclearant blue. And smokestacks also chromed out. You get some silver going down sides here. And of course the back is just the legs. Toesies just folded up back there. And there is the top. There is the bottom. No rubber wheels. These are plastic wheels, but can roll, as rolling things should. And we'll take a look at the trailer here. Now the trailer does have little feet that you can pull down so it can support itself when you're not using the cab section, which is quite nice. But the trailer, I mean, it's a trailer, not much to look at here. You have what will be the robot mode arms, just kind of in plain view, but at least, you know, you don't have the hands sticking out like in the American version of the figure. The American version of the G1 figure, rather. But of course, you have the classic stripe going down the side with the Autobot symbol. And you got the back here, and again, just silver on the rims. Nice little details going on in there. There you have the top. On the bottom, you have visible a lot syndrome. But yeah, and just lift the little feet back up. Just plugs right in, and it all rolls as rolling things should. You can turn that cab to almost 90 degrees. So quite nice. Now, as far as accessories go, we get a lot of stuff here with Ginrai. First thing we get is a stand adapter, and that is for robot mode. We get some weaponry. We get two of the, what are these called? The vertical beam cannons. And you can see these are just done in kind of a silver-ish plastic. So you get two of those. We do also get a pair of superconducting rifles. And these are just done all in black, but a lot of nice detail there. You have a post here for storage, and then you can flip down the handle for holding. So you get a pair of those. You also get a pair of smaller superconducting rifles. That's for the base robots. Again, nicely done with that flip down handle. Locks into place. So we get two of those. We get effects parts. We get some little blast effects here, little blushes. I don't know if these count as blushes really, but you know, you can if you want to. But done in a transclearance yellow there with some yellow paint on the ends here. We also get a pair of these effects parts, just some colorful lightning effects parts going on. So I'll show off how these work. In a bit, we get some other accoutrement. We get a pair of optional blue hands. We're not done yet. We get a pair of, these are basically just little kind of end caps for the shoulders. Again, I'll show off all this works in a bit. We get some optional heads. We get a more toy head. We get what I think is a more anime head, which I do like this head. I may end up displaying him with this head. You can see how everything is just kind of a little bit more angled, a little bit more extreme there. I do like this head. And we also get the Godmaster, or the Power Master, whatever you want to call him. We get Ginrai. You can see. Nicely done. Got the engine there on the back. Articulation-wise, the head does not move. Shoulders are on a ball joint. They can move out. They can rotate. Can't do a full 360 because you have that back there. The legs are on a ball joint. They can move out. Your rotation's there. Knee joints. And that is pretty much it. And for a quick comparison, here it is with the G1 Power Master. You can see they're pretty much the same size there. But yeah, there you have your Power Master. Oh, I didn't flip down his feet. He has feet. There you go. He has little feeties. Sorry, I forgot about the little feeties. He has little feeties that can move up and down. Alrighty, so you get standing there. Stand, please. Stand for me. Stand for me. You stand. You stand because it's normal. There you go. And also one thing to point out, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there, he does have a tiny little Autobot symbol on his chest there. Right there. Right there. It's so little, but it's there. It's crazy. Tiny. But anyway, and we also get just kind of a little statue version of Ginrai here. Get nicely painted, but this is just a static piece, doesn't move. And as you see, it's a lot smaller as well. But yeah, you get that. And the last thing we get is a sticker sheet. And this is if you want to make the trailer more toy decoed. That's pretty much it. If you want a more toy-inspired deco for the trailer, you got the stickers to do that. I don't know if I'll put these on. Probably not. But hey, they're there. If you want them, options, they're good. But there you go. That is everything you get with Super Ginrai. Now, as far as the weapons go, they can store in the usual place. You can plug those right there. Plug these big old rifles right up top, and the hinge allows you to angle those up or down, which is quite nice. If you want to store all the weapons, even the smaller rifles, you do have these ports here if you want. Why not? You know, it's a place for them to go. If you need them to go somewhere, totally up to you, as always. Your toy display it however you wish. Things you can do if you want to do it. And as far as the effects parts go, they simply just plug in to the barrels. And you can do that. You can also use these little lightning parts. You do have to remove this end piece right here. So you can reveal that peg, and you can plug those into these and have all of that going on. Why not? Dare I say, why not? Things you can do if you want to do it. Now, as far as Ginrai goes, of course, you can't plug him onto the front of the cab here, and to get him transformed up, you just want to flip his little toesies in. You want to bring his leg up and then rotate it, and then bring it the rest of the way up. There'll be a tab slot connection right there. So you just tab that in. So again, just bring it up, rotate the leg, and then bring it the rest of the way up. Plug that in, and there he is, ready to go, and he just clips onto the front. This section here is spring-loaded, and it works best if you kind of seat one side in first, and then plug the other side in, and just clip right in, and there you go. And another thing we can do is we can open up these panels right here. Just bring these back. Sorry, dude. Open up these panels right here and open up this whole front section. And if you want, you can take this version of Ginrai, and there is a little tab right here that can go into a slot on either side. You can take this and just tab that in, and then just put it all back together. Close those up, and now you can have him in there driving. Hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? You also have not one, but two ramps that you can open up if you want. There's just a little compartment in there, and you know, you can get a little dude have them hanging out in there. Again, things you can do if you want to do it. It's a place to store something. You know, you can store a couple little, the little accessories, maybe like the spare hands or something in there. Hey, it's storage. Hooray for storage. And for comparison, here he is with MP44 Optimus Prime. So you can see how that works out. And you can see here that Ginrai is definitely a bit smaller. Here he is with the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Again, just so you can get a sense of the size that we are working with here. And the cab of the Studio Series version is bigger than the MP in this case. And here he is with G1 Power Master Optimus Prime, because he is precious. Oh, oh, so precious. So that is basically it for the alt mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? I tried. So we're going to start with the cab section here. Now, one thing to note is that the Power Master, God Master, does not hold in here super securely. He may fall out. We'll see what happens. But anyway, first thing you want to do is take the legs and just bring them down. You can split them. You can take the hitch sections here and just rotate them in. And then you take his toes and you flip those out. There are quite snug hinges. But get those flipped out, and then take the entire foot and extend that down, and extend that down, and now we have Super Ger Truck mode. You now want to take these smokestacks and just rotate them back. You want to open up this panel right here. Just bring that back, and we can take this whole front section. You really don't have to do this, but you don't have to do this right now anyway, but I'll do it. So you do that, and then you want to take this section right here. It's tabbed into this section here, so you have to kind of pull it back to untab it and then pop it up like that. So just kind of get in there, just kind of pull it back a little bit and get that untabbed and just pop that up. Once you've done that, you just kind of want to rotate this down because there's a little tab slot connection that happens in there. So you just do that, and you can kind of engage this also to kind of help you get everything out. And you just bring the section of the arm down. That will just loop itself into place right there. You can finish closing that up. And second verse just like the first. So again, just kind of rotate that down, just kind of get it started. And you can just kind of use all these hinges here at your disposal to help you get everything straightened out. Get that looped into place. Finish closing that up. And we have that done. Now we can take the arms and bring them back. Tab slot connection right there. It's on double hinge as well, so make sure you have everything in the right orientation so you can tab that in. And again, just bring that back and tab that in. And you just want to bring the arms up, so you can take this little panel here now and just flip that up under his arm. You can bring the arm back down, flip that up, and bring the arm back down. Now you're going to open up the forearm, flip out the hand, close, open, flip, close. Then we got the arms all done. Now you want to take this section here, bring it up, rotate, and bring it back down, and just straighten the head out. And now you can take this whole back section here, get this lined up, little tab slot connection there, tab slot connections on the sides as well. Get that all lined up, and tabbed in. And now you just want to engage the ab crunch here so you can rotate the waist 180. Then you can straighten that back out. And we're at the home stretch here. We have these little sections under his pecs that you just flip down, and a little panel right here. Again, you can engage that ab crunch to make it easier to get to it. You have this little panel on the side here to flip out to fill out his waist. Do the same thing here. Just flip out that little section there. And then flip out the little panel, and oop, there you go, he came out. Take this little panel and get that flipped out. And there you have the Ginrai Core Robot mode. Now it looks quite good. Nice representation of how he looked in Master Force. And yeah, looks nice. Looks nice and primey. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that Master Force crotch. Nope. Master Force noggin. There it is. And very nice head sculpt there. Silver for the face. Nice bright blue there for the eyes. And nicely done head sculpt there. We have some black outlined Autobot symbols there, which is definitely different. Transparent blue windshields. You got the grill abs done in that silver chrome. You got the yellow on the crotch, a little bit of silver there on the forearms. The thighs done in silver with some blue accents. Some black going down the legs. Dozies, heelys, master booty. You got a truck. You got a truck on the front and the back. But oh no, looks quite nice. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? I'm going to tell you. So the head can rotate, can do a full 360. It can move up totally. It can do total Master Squirrel. Can do that. Can't really look down. The arms can do a full 360. Can move in and out at 2 points. You can move them up here. There's a ratchet. Then you have a joint here. So you have 2 points of movement for those shoulders. You have a bicep rotation. You do have a butterfly joint there as well. And you do have a single jointed elbow, but you get full range of movement out of it. You get wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. You do have waist rotation, as well as side-to-side movement here, which is quite nice. And you also have ab crunch going on. And again, this fell off. Told you. Now you do want to untab the skirt panels here. You do tab into the wheel sections. And all this can raise up if you needed to. You can just raise these sections up independently. And legs can move forward that far. Now you do have, as you can see, another joint, so you can drop the hip down, like so. So you can actually make them a little taller if you wanted to. Then you can get some extra range of movement there out of the legs. Got a little bit of a big boot going on. Back, you can get that far. Outward, you can get pretty much the full splits and probably some extra. You do have thigh rotation. You do have a single jointed knee if you just engage this, but if you untab this section, you do, and this is quite tight, there we go. Now you end up with a double jointed knee. So now you have full range of movement there. You can just snap that back into place. As far as the feet, they can move up. They can't move down, no rotation, but you do have ankle tiltage, and this toe joint is stiff enough that you can kind of, bring it down. They can support any posing if you want. And you can give him the smaller rifles, and you can plug the effects parts in here, so you can pew-pew, shock-shock, pew-pew, lightning, and, all that good stuff. Or you can plug the lightning effects parts into his hands, and he can have unlimited power! And for comparison, here he is with MP44, so you can see how that works out. Here he is again with the Studio Series 86 Prime. So you can see what we're working with here, size-wise. And here he is with the G1 Core Bot, because precious, oh so precious. So, there you go. So now let's do some work on the trailer, because this does stuff too. So the first thing we're going to do is take these little side panels here and open these up. Open these up. We can undo all this and just bring these forward. You want to take this central section here and just pop this up and flip that up. You can take this section here, just flip that up and over. You now want to take these blue panels here, untab it, and bring it back, and we need to flip the little foot up here. So you want to take this entire panel here and just kind of push it down, because that will undo these tabs here and allow you to take all this and swing it back. Then you want to take this section, shift it down on a double hinge, take this panel and bring that forward. That'll tab in right there, and second verse is just like the first. And once you have that done, you want to untab the arms. They tab in two places. They tab in here and they tab in the side here. So undo this tab first, and then undo that. Just bring the arm out and just rotate it forward. So untab the arm, bring it out, rotate it forward, then take these panels here, and these will flip in. You want to take this section here and just bring that down. Once that's done, you want to take these sections here, bring them forward, and then they will tab in right here. So just push that in, bring that forward, and just push that in. And now you want to take these side skirt panels here and just bring them up. So you can take the legs and spread them out. And once you've done that, you want to take the foot here and you basically want to engage the ankle tilt. And that will unclick. And you can take this whole section and rotate it forward. Bring that up and do the same thing on the other side. And once you have both legs done, you want to take this section here and fold this under. And now you want to take all of this and just rock all of this down so it's sitting like that. And now we're going to take these sections of the legs here and just bring that forward. We have a little ramp here that we can flip out, and then we just bring in our weapons. We can take them and plug them in. We have a couple ports we can use, but we'll plug them right into the center here. Plug that into the center. Take these blasters here. They will plug in to the arms. Thusly and thusly. And there you go. There you have the trailer in its base mode. And a nice little base mode here, little battle station mode. It does the job. We get some new details here that are revealed. Some blue and red, gold going on in there. Lots of molded detail in there. Again, some little gold paint apps going on. Little Autobot symbol right there, front and center. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just kind of the robot mode, just doing the splits with some extra panels flipped out when his arm's up in the air. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Why not? It works. And for comparison, here it is with the G1 version in its base mode. So you can see how that works out. And there you go. I like the original figure. You can have Ginrai here, just kind of manning these blasters. Not elegant, looks very uncomfortable, but hey, you can still do it. Things you can do if you want to do it. So now let's get all of this ready for super mode, shall we? Let's. You can't spin any of this. Nothing wants to spin for me today. But anyway, first, remove weapons. Put those off to the side. And now we're going to take panels here, flip that up, close, flip up, close. We're going to take all of this now and bring this back up. Now we're going to take this section and fold that up and over. Now we're going to take this bit and bring this up and over. You want to start moving it at this base joint here. And then bring this down, and there'll be tab slot connection that happens right there. So just take that, tab that in, and that will lock all of that in place. And then you just want to take the legs and bring them down. Bring those little hip skirt panels down as well. And now you're going to just bring the arm down. You want to rotate it out at the bicep. And you have this panel here. You want to open up and then open up the forearm. Flip out the hand. Then close that up. Close that up. Bring that the rest of the way down. Do the same thing on the other side. And now he has arms. Hooray for arms. Now we just take the super noggin. Bring that up. Take this little belly plate. Bring that down. And that is all ready to go. Now for the cab, you're back in truck mode for this. So all you have to do here is you want to engage this top joint here. So again, you have to untab these bits here and then make sure it stays tabbed together. There we go. And fold all this up. And what's going to happen, you have tabs here on the smokestacks that'll go into these slots right there. So you just engage both of those joints, get them lined up. And you basically want this hinge sitting to where you can see where this is pretty much straight. Just sitting straight out like that. And that is ready to go. And all you want to do here is just drop this down and just get it. There we go. Make sure that drops all the way down. Like so, and then you just bring the head down. You may have to kind of pull the feet forward a little bit just so it can seat itself. Then I'll just tab in right there, and there you go. Oh, one more thing, flip up the little belly plates. And there you go. There you have Super Ginrai. And again, a good-looking representation of how he looked on the show. They did quite a good job here. Let's get in close so we can take a look at those super abs, super noggin. Whoop, there it is. And again, very nice head sculpt there. That bright blue for the eyes, that nice silver on the face, on the head crest. Again, you got the Autobot symbols there on the shoulders. His big old chest all puffed out because he says it with his chest. You got the red and blue there. You got the thighs done in a silver. A little bit of silver detailing on the inside of the leg as well. You can see, the Ginrai feet. And move the back. You got the typical backpack it's supposed to have, so it's pretty accurate. But oh no, looks quite good. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? I'm going to tell you again. So the head can rotate, can do a full 360. We can look up a little bit, can look down some. The head can move side to side. Arms can do a full 360, can move in and out. You'd have to move this little shoulder piece out of the way. So you get your outward movement there. You also have a butterfly joint. So you can bring those arms all the way forward. And also you do have a secondary joint in there as well for the shoulder. So again, you can get all that range of movement. You have bicep rotation. Single jointed elbow gives you a bit over 90 degrees. You do have wrist rotation. You do have a hinge that allows the hand to move outward if you want. The fingers are opposable. The thumb is just on a hinge at the base. The index finger is a separate piece with a hinge there and a hinge there. Then the other three fingers are just on a hinge at the base and a hinge there. You do have waist rotation as well as an ab crunch. You can move the skirt panels out of the way so the legs can move forward that far, back about that far before the backpack gets in the way. Outward, we already know we can do the full splits. We got thigh rotation. We do have a single jointed knee, but we get full range of movement out of it pretty much, and you even get some new details that get revealed. And as far as the feet, basically you can take this whole section and rotate it up, rotate it down. As far as the ankle tilt goes, you just have just one click of an ankle tilt, and that's as far as it goes. And of course you can arm him up, give him his shoulder cannons, lightning hands, the rifles, blast effects parts. You can even plug the smaller guns up on the backpack there. And he can do all the pew-pewing and bang-banging. And you know what? I'm not going to count these as bluches. We're not going to do a blush. I don't count these as bluches. They're not blushy enough for me. But anyway, moving on. And you do have 4 ports back here, so you can use those for storage. You can plug the bigger guns, the smaller ones, whatever you're not using. You can just plug them back there for storage. Hooray for storage. And you do have shoulder options, so if you don't want to use these blasters, you can take this little kind of end cap piece there and just plug that on and have that look going. And if you don't like the red and blue hands, you can swap those out as well. You just open up the forearm and you just slide the hand out and take these hands and slide them in and close all that back up, and now you have totally blue hands. And of course we do have noggin options, and swapping out the head is very easy. You just take it, slide it forward, and then you can slide this one on, and you have a more toy head. And you can take that off, slide this on, and you get what I think is a more anime head, and that personally is my favorite. I think that looks cool. Oh, one other note of articulation here is there is an extra little... His head is on a panel here that can also kind of hinge down, so he can look down even though he's just looking down his own chest. But hey, it's a thing that moves if you need it to move. But anyway, options, they're good. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with MP44 Optimus Prime, so you can see how that works out. And here he is with G1 Power Master Prime, because he's precious, oh so precious. So there you go. So there you have Super Ginrai, and yeah, nicely done figure for the most part. All the modes look good. Good transformation, just some good engineering going on here, so it's enjoyable to mess with. The only qualms I have are, one, the Power Master doesn't hold into the truck cab super well. It's kind of easy to pop him out when you're handling him. That can get a bit annoying. Also, the rifles in the Super Ginrai mode, the rifles, he doesn't hold them very well. It's easy to knock them out of his hands. There's not, not enough friction there. I wish that connection was a bit more solid. Other than that, not much to complain about. It does the job. It does it well. You got a lot of accessories, so you have a lot of display options. Very playable. So overall, I'm quite pleased with them. So, there you go. Now, I picked this up from Robot Kingdom. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Masterpiece playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal. Follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Takara MPG-09 Super Ginrai, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey Prime, oh no, what's happening?
Bumblebee, I've leveled up.
I would say you've lost it, but that kind of goes without saying at this point.
You know, one kill you to level up.
I don't have to. When you're cute, you're generational.
Are you calling me ugly? I am a sexy beast. I'll have you know.